Probably shouldn't be drinking coffee this late. It's 12:05 a.m. and I'm drinking coffee. Oh well. What is up, YouTube? Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys the top 10 tips and tricks I use on Lightroom that you guys probably don't know about. These will definitely help you speed up the process of your workflow and just be more efficient. Some of these tips are a little bit easier, some a little bit harder, but let's get started. So starting off with tip number 1. After you upload all your images on Lightroom, this is how it's going to look. So that is pretty much your catalog. So the first tip I have for you guys is if you want to quickly view your image, click on it and then press spacebar, and what that does is it opens the image up. Alright guys, so tip number 2 is quick collections. So when you come home after a long shoot, I personally, when I go out, I take between 300 to 500 photos. What I like to do is go through all of them and pick my favorite ones and put them in a quick collection folder. How you do this is you go to your image and then you press B, and what that does is automatically add your image into quick collections. Okay guys, so now that we're in our quick collection folder, I'll be showing you how to edit your image with moving the sliders evenly. So let's use this photo here as an example. Press D to develop, and now what you want to do is hover over your slider. So let's use highlights for example, and right now as you can see it's in -100. What you want to do is hold down the option key and then press up on your keyboard, and what that does is it will move the highlights by 1 notch each time. So if you want to make slight adjustments to your images, this is a good way to do it. Okay guys, so for tip number 4, I'll be showing you how to perfectly expose your image in the basic correction tab. So we'll be moving the highlights, shadows, whites and blacks sliders. So what you want to do is hover above the slider that you want to move, hold down option and then your mouse key, and then you'll see that when it's clipping, the colors will come through. So if I'm just gonna go ahead and move these sliders around so it is perfectly exposed. We don't want anything coming through because that would mean you're going too far and it's clipping. So there you have it. The photo is now perfectly exposed. If you want to compare it to the original, what you can do is press Y, and then as you can see on the left side, how different the original is compared to the edited version on the right. And then you just hit Y again to bring it back. Alright guys, so tip number 5 is straightening horizons in your photos. As you can see in this picture here, I'm sitting on a frozen lake in the winter in downtown Toronto looking over the Toronto skyline. There are many ways you can fix the horizons in your photos. I'll teach you guys 2 quick ways. So first, by hitting the crop button here and moving the angle slider, what this does is it does fix your horizons if you can guesstimate and make sure that you got it right. If you don't want to do it that way and you want to make sure that it's equal, what you want to do is hit the ruler and then drag across the horizon, press enter, and there you go. The horizon is now straight. Okay guys, so for tip number 6, I'll be using the same image. As you can tell here, the image was taken on a 14mm lens. This means it is super wide angle. What happens with wide angle lenses is that it actually distorts your images. So if you want to quickly fix that, what you want to do is scroll down to the bottom where it shows the lens correction tab. What you want to do is hit that enable profile correction button, and automatically it'll detect which lens you used. If it doesn't, then you can search for it yourself manually. However, Lightroom does a pretty good job with that and it automatically detects your lens. As you can see here, if I turn it off and on, what it does is get rid of that vignetting around the image, which is caused by distortion. Alright guys, so now we're gonna get into some of the more advanced tips and tricks that I have for you on Lightroom. for tip number 7. This one is called spot removal. As you can see here, there's a bird in the background and it's a little bit distracting, taking away from the subject. What you can do is hit the spot removal key and you can adjust the sizes with the brackets. So here looks about good. You click on the bird, and what Lightroom does is it guesses what part of the image you think. If you don't want to use that, you can drag it around, but in this case it did a good job. You hit enter and now the bird is gone. Alright guys, so for tip number 8, I'm going to be showing you how to sharpen your images. I personally don't like to over sharpen my images because sometimes when you over sharpen it, it looks really fake. In this case here, you're not really supposed to be sharpening clouds and images. It doesn't look good in my opinion. So I'll be showing you how to mask that out. So I personally like to sharpen my images by 25%. Then you go to masking, you hold down option, and then you just slide until you see the clouds disappear, pretty much all the way at the end here. You let go, and now just the buildings are going to be sharper, leaving the clouds the same as they were originally. Alright guys, so for tip number 9, I'll be showing you as an example. I took this photo downtown Toronto at our Flatiron building. So if I go to the previous image here, I like the way this one looks. I like the tones, the colors, etc. And if you just want to copy your settings across all the pictures you took that day, then what you want to do is you hit copy, and then all you have here are the boxes, so you can just click the ones that you want. I'm going to leave white balance the same because it was taken from the same time of day. Hit copy, go to the image that you want to copy the settings to, hit paste, and then Lightroom will automatically paste all the settings from the previous image onto this one. Okay guys, so for the last tip number 10, I'll be showing you guys how to crop your images for Instagram, because that's most likely where you're going to be posting your images. Whether that will be on your story or your feed. Pretty much you can make a vertical photo like this or a horizontal photo like that fit your Instagram feed. So in this photo, for example, if you want to post it on your story, what you want to do is hit the crop button here, and then you go to 16:9, hit enter, and now you can see that the sides are trimmed off, keeping the length the same. This will take up the most real estate on your Instagram story, making it look the best. Now, if you want to post this image on your feed and not your story, what you want to do is go back to original and then hit 4:5 and hit enter. So now it is perfectly sized for your Instagram feed. But if you have a photo like this where it's horizontal, I personally don't like the way it looks on Instagram because it looks really small, and I like to take advantage of the most screen I can on my feed. So what you want to do is hit crop, press 4:5 just like the other image. However, it doesn't trim enough off the sides, so then you would hit X on your keyboard, move it accordingly, press enter, and now it is perfectly sized for your Instagram feed. Alright guys, so that's it. Those are the top tips and tricks I have in stock for you guys today. I hope it helped you guys out. I know it does for me, and I use them every single day. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and a comment down below. And lastly, please subscribe to my channel if you guys want to see more videos like this. It will mean a lot, and it will keep me motivated to keep on making videos like this. So thanks guys, peace.